I'm Tracy Johnson from Cheese Knee, and welcome to This Week in Cheese. And now for a farm update. Good morning. Hello, small baby. Hey, Goatzart, how you doing? Why are we eating me, Harmony? So I have an awful cold, and I feel worse than I look. But I have a farm, so the animals still need to be fed. So if you're eating posh food this Christmas, thank a farmer, because we don't get days off.
And now some unseen footage of the baby goats this season.
It's a clever girl, Sarah Jane. None of them sound like boys.
They are in fact all boys.
Such a clever girl. And a first timer.
Next up was Pecan. She had the little brown one, Hazel, no problems. And then there was a boy that had passed and was lying transverse. I had to get in there and get him out. Otherwise she may have died, along with the little white one, Cashew, that was in behind him. This was really the best outcome we could have expected. Mum's fine and 2 live daughters. Given the trauma of her first birthing experience, she actually rejected the small white baby. That was Cashew. She became a bottle baby, but she did raise little Hazel. Miss Blossom kept going into fake labour. She'd sit there and paw the ground and wag her tail as if she was about to deliver, and then nothing. Next up was Pecan's twin, Willow, and she had 2 little boys, Ash and Pistachio. Now, having seen what her sister went through, she decided she wasn't feeding either of them, so I've been milking her since day 1. These boys were bottle babies, and they've gone on to be pets. Guys, Goatzart finally kidded. I'm recording this through a hole in the wall, so I'm not disturbing her because I'm not sure if she's finished or if she's got more in there or if she's done. Or she had 4 last year, so it's very rare for them to go down in numbers, but these guys are not small, and she was huge. So we've got 1 boy, 1 girl, and they've both got full tummies as of time of reporting, so everything's going great.
Goodness me, look how much you've grown. Especially little Cashew. How you doing, lady? Good girl. There you go. Okay. So this is Ash. He's reserved already. Then Pistachio. Then Ebony. And little Cashew. The babies are all in that cute hoppity stage. That's adorable. Look at you, little baby. This is Goatzart's boy in back behind Hazel. This is Goatzart's girl. And that's Hazel. Hazel hangs out with the boys a lot, so she thinks she's a boy, but she's not. Willow, don't eat that, please. Willow, don't eat that, please. Thank you, darling. That's Mummy's. There's a good girl.
And now for a top tip.
So I bought this cheese, and it's shaped like a pear. Isn't this adorable? 200 grams. Okay. Now, getting into this is going to be fun. But I've learnt a trick or 2 since I've been hanging around with cheesemongers. Opening a big cheese or a small cheese that's a funny shape. If I try and cut through this with my wire now, I might break my wire. So I have this tool. It has a bendy edge here, which I'm going to use to score the cheese, and then I'm going to cut through it with my wire. So now I've scored all the way round, I should be able to get in there with my wire, open her up.
I suppose we better taste it.
So this cheese has peach schnapps, pear flavouring and brandy. You know, the one fruit that I'm getting really strongly from this is banana. A really strong banana vibe. Let's see if I can get this out of here without destroying this beautiful wax, because it's really cute. So here we go, little moisture on the outside there, just a little. I can smell the peach now. Let's get this on a board. So when I first opened, overwhelming banana-y smell. Now I'm getting a pear smell, but the peach smell is there as well. I don't smell any booze. It's a little crumbly. Oftentimes you get that with cheeses that have alcohol in. Wow, that's massive flavour. A little confounding, a little overwhelming. Melts really well on the tongue. You're left with this light, creamy. There is definitely pear. So I picked up quite a few of these cheeses. If this is indicative of what Queen's Castle do, yeah. There's nothing on the teeth, there's no chewing. It's just like consistency of cream cheese almost. It's just melting completely. The flavour is really, really good. There is, I'd say, a mild cheddar flavour. I wouldn't say extra sharp, extra aged, you know, 6, any of that. It's a mild, you can tell it's a cheddar. It's a mild cheddar. Judging from the paste, I would suggest they've probably made this and remilled it to add the alcohol and the flavourings. And that tends to give you a smoother paste when you get to the actual eating. But the aromas that are coming off here, the fruit flavourings, just outstanding. That is amazing. It's really, really good. I know there are people out there that are like, cheese has its own flavour, you don't need to add flavour. I get it. But on the other hand, I run a group of nearly 50,000 people, and almost all of them make a couple of cheeses and then they want to graduate to a pepper jack or something with chives or something with cumin. They want to put things in cheese. Causes no end of problems, but it does give significant flavour. I think on its own, this would be an everyday cheese. This would be a cheese that you could easily eat every day. With the addition of these fruit flavours and the volatile organic compounds that kind of bounce off of your taste buds, really just elevates this to a speciality cheese, definitely. Only downside is I might actually eat the whole thing. If you're able to get hold of Queen's Castle peach schnapps cheese in your area, I would suggest you do. The cheddar flavour starts, but then pretty soon there's like this bouquet of fruit just sort of jockeying for position. So for $15.95, you've got 200 grams of a real showstopper cheese on any cheese board. People would be looking at this and saying, what is it? What does it do? Why is it that shape? What does it smell of? What's inside? And this just, yeah, really, really good. I will be recommending this one to my mum because she's in the UK and she can get good cheese.
Thanks for joining me. See you next week.